Let's go? Tony Hawk Hawk Twa, I don't wanna talk Twa.
Get away with this, Dave. Destroying everything is not going to undo everything you've done.
Yeah, but it's gonna make you finally understand what I've had to endure. For so long, people like all of you have had every last good thing taken away from me. Now I'm gonna take everything you love away from you. You're crazy! Don't you see she's using you?
She wants nothing but to nullify her part of the prophecy. She's gonna leave you hanging and you know it. Don't listen to them, Dave. Fight until the end.
Then so be it, Dave. You can do all you want to stop us, but we won't back down.
So be it. Yeah! Yeah! Great voice acting from everyone. Including you, Mitty, who is right here, and yeah. Anyways, the music is overshadowing us. Anyways, great voice acting. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed hearing it from V. I enjoyed hearing it from Mitty. I enjoyed making the voice acting, and we enjoyed making the artwork for that. But as I said, I'm gonna go and show off the poster in full real quick so you guys can kind of take a nice pretty little look at it. Let me just go to my tier list cutscene folder and get the poster called the evil poster. Why the fuck did I call it the evil poster? I don't know, but I'll go ahead and I'll just fucking full screen this shit for you guys and I'll talk over it. Actually, I can put myself like to where, like, okay, let me make it so chat can chat over the poster. Hold on. There you go. So yeah, this entire poster that you see right before you was made beautifully by MIDI PNG, painstakingly. It took a lot of effort out of them to make this because it's all lineless. It's all very pretty and very well shaded. And they say they would do it again. Will they do it again anytime soon? Probably not, unless it was for, like, a smaller scale thing for, like, merch in the future. Like, I don't know. We're still floating around Christmas drop idea. We'll see. There might be some Team Clover merch in there. We're gonna talk about that more on Saturday. But it's very nice and lovely. And we've been kind of building up to showing you guys this whole little thing here. It's going to be the basis, and we're going to bring it back here in just a second. here in just a second when we switch over to do tier lists. But you know what? I'm gonna create a beautiful poster. True. You're fucking cooked if you're up against Smitty in that sort of competition. Got myself a melon Ramoon. We'll bring up that image here in just a minute.
You're not cooked, DJ, I promise.
You're cooked as hell. Let me open my lettuce-eye folder.
I think the plural is just lettuce, actually.
Lettuce-eye. Chat. Alright, I gotta show you guys what the fuck I'm on about. Before I, like, actually get into the fucking lettuce tier list. Because I seem insane if I just go into lettuce tier list. But I swear, there's a point. There's a point. Something inspired me to do lettuce. So if I just kind of take my Chrome source and I put it beneath my fucking model. There we go. There's this video by very popular trans game dev, Bunlith, aka, I believe, Botster, on most platforms. Scrolling real quick, because I quoted it a few days ago saying we do it. Yes, Botster or Bunlith.
It's delicious. Iceberg is not better. Iceberg
And
is garbage.
they
I think if I'm gonna do
did a
list,
tier list
okay.
on lettuces.
Alright, so first things first, romaine goes up in S tier. Iceberg is fucking like D tier.
And they ranked Iceberg D.
Bok choy, I think,
We're
is
gonna skip ahead
some
though.
Pastry, some like savory pastry.
And
that was
they
bad and had
fucking
food
put
poisoning.
spinach. You'll never
So,
guess.
I'm gonna be honest, C tier.
C tier. And it's bad.
That's so true, though.
It's bad. It's so bad. I can't stand it. That's nothing against that person, but oh my god.
Spinach is a solid C tier, though.
Alright, first off, fuck all of you. Spinach is a fucking S tier lettuce, and I
No,
won't be
it's not.
hearing it. I won't be hearing if spinach is like an S tier lettuce or not.
Wait, we calling it spinach slander?
Spinach fucking slander, dude. Spinach fucking slander. It is an S tier. I love spinach. It's so tasty on its own and in salads. Mwah. It's awesome. Next up, we're gonna go in alphabetical order as they are saved onto here, with spinach being the last one technically. Arugula was this stuff. Arugula is like, I mean, it's like these little like tiny leafy things. I would honestly say that it's a solid like B tier. It's the filler, but it's not like the worst filler. Like it's okay. Spinach, I won't stand for spinach slander. It's gotta be S, dude. Anything else I can like agree on maybe, but like spinach stays up there. We have bok choy. I'm gonna be honest, not very fond of bok choy. I don't really like bok choy. Doesn't taste right to me. It's just something about it that leaves me unhappy with bok choy. Kind of the same with Brussels sprouts, honestly. They leave something more to be desired.
When I keep hearing from everyone, Brussels sprouts are like universally beef.
They leave something more to be desired. Now,
Spinach gets stuck in teeth, and that is unpleasant.
spinach does not get stuck in teeth. That's just a fucking myth. Spinach has never gotten stuck in my teeth. You guys are just weird. You eat your spinach weird if you get stuck in your teeth.
Dental issues here. They do get stuck in my teeth, actually.
So cabbage? Cabbage is another one of those B tiers, honestly. I'm okay with cabbage, but I'm not crazy for cabbage. I'm not crazy for cabbages. They're like, I don't know. There's, again, they're not leaving anything to be desired, but they're great.
Brothers' tooth gaps are non-existent.
Yes, I don't have tooth gaps. I had braces for 5, 6, 7 years. I had braces for 7 years. I have a permanent brace on the back of the bottom of my teeth permanently to
Wait,
hold
those
those in
can be
there. Shine a light. Right here.
Oh!
Yep, it's called a permanent retainer, and it will keep those teeth straight even when I fucking perish. Unless, you know, I perish by vaporization. Then the concrete stuff that's keeping it there. Because it's, like, basically concrete. Which made it all the more concerning when that concrete received enough wear and tear over about 3 years that it had broken. But yeah, my teeth gaps are non-existent. Red cabbage. Fucking red cabbage? D tier. I hate red cabbage so much. It's the worst. Like, this is like the thing that they throw in the salad that they try to appease you with. Like, hey, we got some variety. We just got regular cabbage and, you know, fucking iceberg lettuce. You know, we got that red fucking cabbage, and it's terrible. I don't understand the hype around it by some people. So yeah, it belongs in the D tier. Iceberg lettuce? A tier because it's non-offensive. It's what most of salad is usually made of, unless you're getting a very specialty salad.
It's iconic.
It's iconic. It goes well with pretty much any dressing, any topping. It's like the fucking, like, saltine cracker of salads. It goes well with anything. It's not perfection, but it's perfection in the sense that you can't go wrong with it.
Iceberg lettuce is S tier, buddy.
Iceberg's gonna go in A because nothing... Well, actually, hold on. I swear there's something that goes above iceberg. But first we gotta take some detours before we get to it. So, kale? Kale, I'm me with. I think kale deserves a C. A C? Not C, a B. No, C. C, and green leaf deserves a B.
I've got to ask if you've actually had all of these, or if you're judging them
Yes.
based off of vibes.
I've had all of these. That's my feelings. Kale should be here, and green leaf should be there.
I wasn't aware there were real people who existed that actually tolerated kale.
And then we have, and I gotta turn more music on. I just gotta put on the fucking playlist. The fucking BE playlist. What song is it gonna give us? Perfect for this. Alright, there we go. Alright, back to the tier list. I've saved the best for last, I guess. Romaine lettuce. S tier. Romaine lettuce is fucking awesome. It's better than iceberg. I'll say it, I had romaine today. It was fucking awesome. Romaine is a fucking deserved S tier. It's like iceberg lettuce if it was better. That's just it. Iceberg lettuce if it was fucking good. Can't remember. Go have some fucking romaine lettuce, please. It's so fucking good. You'll love it. You will fucking love it. This is my lettuce tier list, and my word is the fucking law. So, fuck all of you. If you disagree. I'm just gonna save that as lettuce tier list.png. Put in the lettuce I folder.
Disagree.
Disagree. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're getting... It's giving your timed out for a minute, except I can't because I would strip you of both of your badges. Yeah.
Wait, does it actually?
Yes. Getting timed out We'll remove your mod role and we'll remove your artist role, I'm pretty sure. So, unfortunately, I can't time you out.
As much as you probably want to right now. For our cozy.
Oh my god, I've been hellish blasted. I forgot I turned it way the fuck down. There we go. She's
Having my back.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna set up our single-use template so we can talk about all these people. Let me just... And then I have a bunch of audio sources. I should just clean that real quick. There we go. Get fucking hellish blasted. Okay. GBJ Cube, get the fuck out of here. Get fucking smited. Let me pull up the image off the Discord that I sent over to MIDI so I'd have a copy of it, like, right on my computer. Okay. Let's see. We have that tier. We have that tier. I'm setting them all up for you guys. And then... So we have these well split up into good and evil at the top. Because they're the non-civilian tiers. Non-dead tiers. There is a dead tier for anyone that I think would perish. Like, doesn't stand a chance. But I don't even know if we'll get to that. I'm combining it down. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna have bad soldier and good soldier. I'm gonna condense them down to bad soldier and good soldier. Add row below. We're gonna add 2 rows. Good soldier. Civilian evac. And then we have the parishes. Parishes immediately. I'm gonna say immediately because I want there to be the nuance. Because it says initial chaos in the original image. So, this is what you are looking at for our thing. Chrome. Okay. Now if I just upload all of these from the tier list PNG folder I have. We have a bunch of people here to rate. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna like it, I'm sure. Let me grab Chrome. And let me give her a recrop. So you guys can only see the tier list. Which improves, you know, your viewing experience. And then I can drag it down here. Okay. Yeah. That works pretty well. We'll turn off partnered with for today. Partnered with Chroma Banner. Just for this stream. I'm not contractually obligated to have those on screen like that. I just do because it's fun to have as a feature, but since I need this space, we're restricted to just this. And I'll move Ko-Fi over to me. Bros partnership. I mean, the TrueTuber partnership is technically ended because we're we've gotten the products in. I've just got to make the video and the notes, the thank you notes, and then we'll be done and they'll be able to ship out. So if you ordered one, they'll be coming eventually. Not too much longer. For the future, I don't know if we'll collab with TrueTuber again to make the merch. I have reached out to another company who seems promising because I don't think they have minimum order quantities. And because they're much smaller and starting out, they'll probably work with us on things like landscape posters, which Fourth Wall does not have, disappointingly. So we can't actually turn that beautiful artwork, which I gotta put on the screen, into a poster right now. It's just not happening. We've got to find someone who is willing to do landscapes. And not like landscaping is like groundskeeping. Like, you know. Put this up in the top left for you guys to see. And then make sure that it's like beneath chat and stuff and TTS Nest. Posters are easy to DIY. The only problem is that we'd have to have our own storefront, which means going onto something like Etsy or selling it through Ko-Fi or something. And we'd have to get your address, and we'd have to get your name, and we'd have to get, you know, an order in, and then we'd have to make it. And then we'd have to worry about all the nitty-gritty and everything. So, we don't know how we're gonna go about that if we do that. Also, it takes a lot of supplies for us to make a good, high-quality poster. Because we want nothing but quality for you guys. You know.
Yeah.
They wouldn't sell because you can just, like, screenshot and print. That's where it just comes in that, like, don't fucking screenshot and print it because you don't have fucking permission. The point of the poster is to support us as, you know, like a sort of like show of, you know, hey, we really like what you're doing and we think you're gonna go places and stuff.
Also, I don't think I've ever posted the high quality version. So if you screenshot it and print it, you're getting the really low quality version.
You're getting this really low quality version that's on stream. This is the only place you've really seen it so far. And the version we're gonna post after this, I'm probably gonna fucking downgrade the quality a tiny bit. And I'm probably gonna slap a watermark right over it that, like, you can't remove. Like, you would just be fucking up the entire poster if you remove the watermark. So, we are probably gonna make built-in precautions about that. Especially with merch. That can be turned into posters. Anyways, we have this. I need to change this capture to actually be this window. Real quickie. So I can have two windows. I can have one that is, for opening Twitter. Okay, so the first person that is on our tier list is, we're gonna go by Twitter order, and then people we don't find on Twitter are people that DM'd me in some fashion through like Discord or Twitter DMs, and we'll rank them like that. So firstly, we have let me pull them up. They are Atoshi VT. Let me drag them up here in just a second. Slash shout out Atoshi VT. And I'll read out to you guys a little bit of their Twitter and stuff. They are they. They are a Catboy VTuber. As far as I can tell, no magical powers, which is interesting. Let's look at what games they've played recently. We can also use that. I'm really trying to give people, like, huge benefit of doubt to help them not be, like, at the bottom areas. Because there are definitely people who will, no matter what, be at, like, the top areas. But I also want to give people, like, a chance to still be up there. So let's look at their recently streamed categories. They played Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, Inside a Bag of Milk, A Date with Death, what seems to be a horror game. Okay, I see. I'm thinking, based on this, no magic, mostly just a normal human, it seems like. Probably for Otoshi, it's gonna be... Well, compared to how everything else might stack up, I think Otoshi could probably go in evac. We're gonna change this probably a lot whenever we get into, like, later people. Ads in 2 minutes, by the way. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. If not, we'll try and still reiterate if any of you guys have questions on the tier list. But Otoshi is going in Civ Evac. We'll come back to them, I'm sure. Next up, Sarah, Smitten Seraphim. I'm sure most of you guys know them, but I'll still do, of course, the courtesy of shouting them out. It's just Smitten Seraph. I'm stupid. It's different on Twitter and on Twitch, which is a little interesting. So, this is actually where things get really interesting. And I denoted that when they replied, because I tried to reply to most of the people. To be nice. I should probably... I should have grabbed a timestamp. Probably about 30 minutes for Otoshi. About 35 minutes for Sarah. So there's actually a Seraphim that's already in this fight, as well as probably a few others out there. Let me show you guys. This person, Fallen Seraphim of the Evil. Their name is Theoretical. It's a nickname that was given to them since most space agencies didn't think they actually fucking existed until they had proof. Because it didn't make sense to them. They were kind of the mystery case. But, yeah. That being said, Smitten Seraph is a completely different direction of Fallen Seraphim. Compared to evil, purple hair lady. Genderless, I guess, but lady just more effeminate, I guess, slightly in design. Though we might balance that in the future, honestly, to make them more neutral. But we have...
Gravelios is purely theoretical.
I'm not even gonna question what that is, because I feel like that's a Ligma. I feel like you're trying to get me with, like, the Ligma of the stream. But yeah, they are a Fallen Seraphim. I would presume some magic would have to be involved. They have played some Lethal Company before, and other similar types of games. So I'm thinking that there's a chance, a perchance even, excuse me, that they could be way higher up. I feel like going off their design, which you'll see which person, you might see which person I'm talking about now, kind of going off of what they sent on Twitter. Also, Yuya did all these people's artists did a great job. I don't know who did Toshi's or several of these other people's, but Yuya did a good job at this. I'm gonna say probably goes up in either Fight's main character's good or Fight's main character's side. Or Fight's side character's good. What is your opinion you want to pipe in? MIDI, PNG.
Oh, sorry, I've been kind of spacing.
So do you think that they're more main character good or side character good energy?
It's a good question.
We'll move them up to the front here. On one hand, I don't want I want the main character tiers to be a bit balanced, but on the other hand, like balanced in distribution. I kind of want there to be a curve here, like a bell curve, where small distribution at the top, small distribution at the bottom, and good size distribution in the middle. Here. But I'm thinking probably this would be like main character, because they would be like the foil to theoretical. They would be like the character foil. Like, there's good Seraphim on one side and there's bad on the other. Even though there technically is one... No, actually no. Not Seraphim. That's not who that one person I'm thinking of is that actually is on there. That's different. Though they're related. Won't spoil that. That you're gonna have to read about that. It's fucking crazy. But, yeah. That is where I think they would probably stack up, is the main character side. I think it's just the dynamic that would put them over the edge. So, I do want to say, we have a tendency in this universe to have a lot of human-animal hybrids, and there are a lot of human-animal hybrids here. So that's very good to start. Well, at least up first. And I'm seeing some others here. So I'm thinking probably in the distribution of things, we're looking pretty good. But we have Cinephon up next, who I should just tag probably around 40 minutes. Cinephon is this person right here. And I'll post a link to the Twitter post in chat real quick and pin it. So you guys can look at the artwork as we go, if you want to match up the icon to the person under the tweet replies. But I would say, based on this description, but also, they play a lot of stuff like Lobotomy Corporation. Like, they're a huge Lobotomy Corporation fan. Which kind of changes things on the experience route. Because, like, Lobotomy Corporation is, like, no joking shit, dude. It's crazy. So... I'm thinking... Yeah, they, like, it's one of few games that are recent, is Lobotomy Corporation. I used to know someone who's majorly in the Lobotomy Corporation. I'm in a server with someone who's, I believe, is still majorly into Lobotomy Corporation, just a different person. Entirely different. That's a whole ass story, honestly. But yeah, based on that, I'm thinking good soldier. Fights for the good. As for their fate, probably lives. I would say probably lives. Probably uses those skills to escape from the worst of it, and stay alive. So I think overall Xenophon would be a good soldier tier. I was gonna say fight side characters, but I felt like the lobotomy corporation thing and the more no powersy thing puts them closer to a soldier. And when I say soldier, this could include like a few different kind of people. This could include bad soldier includes like evil henchmen, just as a genre, and good soldier includes both like space balance department agents and regular human soldier. So people who have a little bit of tech might also qualify as just soldiers. It's partly about the energy, honestly, too, with like the character. Like whether I feel like this has this type of character energy or not. So yeah. However, this also the artwork was made by Kurt Lovis. I need to follow them later. It's really fucking cute art style. Pretty gorgeous. I like all the colors like blend like that. Very indie gamey, I would say. Indie game promotional horror. I know that's really niche and specific, but it's just something about it. I feel like this would be like something that like the Pizza Tower devs, for example, would like contact a third-party artist to make.
It's the stylization, the colors, and how soft everything is.
Celeste. This would be like on the box of Celeste. If they didn't go straight for sprites and stuff on the cover. Okay. Experimental military engine. That's really interesting. I'm actually interested. This is Omega. I gotta pull up their Twitch. Because I don't have it. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Oh, they don't have... Oh, okay, it's not far to scroll. It's just not linked in their bio. In their bio. So let me just grab that from their Twitch link and shout them out. Oh, we never shout out Xenophon. I'll do that whenever the Omega shout out runs out. So yeah. Yeah. But they are a experimental military android who ran away due to not wanting to become a killing machine, and now tries to find happiness and share with others, doing what he can to protect other people. I would say, also they're a big Gundam fan, which, honestly, in the design, a little apparent. Checks out. I would say that aligns well with probably the kind of things that would be under soldiers. I would say because of the lore, you're good. But you could be bad if it was the old version of you. We're actually... They have... We'll come back to that. If we need people for bad soldier, it might be Omega, because I can make a case about why that description might get nullified in this lore universe dimension scenario place. Because there's some deep shit. There's some deep shit that goes on in this fucking lore. So yeah. Oh, is that an ad from DJ about the tier list? I get fucked up. So yeah. I think Omega is about there. I am so bad at remembering to give timestamps. I'm gonna say 44 minutes to them. Okay. Now, I had to go onto a separate profile, but this one's also really interesting. This, if I can pull them up on that account of theirs, and then pull their artwork up front. This is, Speak the Narrator. Speak seems to be a sentient television, which is interesting. Really interesting. I would say, because we have characters in this universe. Let me, like, show you what I mean. If I just go image, the split shot, and then get the split shot, and then I crop it after I downsize it, the fuck out of it. Okay. Oh, and I need to give the fucking Speak the Narrator person, 48 minutes on their... Alright. So, we have characters here in this sort of lore universe that, like, are computers that are given actual bodies. Actually,
You can
extend that a bit to these two up here at the top. We have specifically on the left, we have a character that literally is just this. Like flat out. And they're a side character. Same with this the pumpkin head, who is also a robot, made from part organic matter, which was interesting as well of DJ. This is DJ's character, by the way, Rodney. With that knowledge in mind, and their design, let me, like, enhance it for you guys. With that in mind, taking into account that characters like this already exist, so it's plausible for them to have a body to fight with, I would say probably fight side characters good, or perchance evil. I really gotta look into this. How about... Oh, and I gotta shout them out as well. Let me go to their... Yeah, their channel name is Speak the Narrator. So, with that in mind, also, it looked like I did a fucking eye roll there, but I swear I didn't eye roll. Also, I've realized that with the number of submissions we have, I think we're gonna end up fucking, not having too long on this. We might actually have a game after this, who knows. But, this is the main bulk of the stream, so, I would say good. Although, dubiously. I would say, because we can't tell, we'll assume good and work off that later. However, the next person, and let me, since the shoutout counted down. Shoutout Cinephon. Oh my god, I have to wait a minute, 4 seconds. Okay, why don't we go over what we have so far? So we have a fight's main character's good. We have a side character's good. We'll go back and we'll get Cinephon. How about that? I hate the arbitrary limits that Twitch gives to people for shouting out and other commands. Alright, our next person at 52 minutes is going to be Nookie. The artwork that is on the tier list is this one. This pretty one. But yeah, this Speak Narrator person, good. I would say for Nookie, let's take a look. Let's, like, do a little analysis of it. Oh! Art by Ko-Fi. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. That's who made that artwork that you see. They are a Tanuki reindeer. Let's see. They like One Piece, which is interesting. We're gonna factor that in.
What?
We have an... Okay.
How does that factor in?
So, chat, be for real with me here. We have a problem of most people don't have mega lore that they're willing to drop into a Twitter reply section.
Which, I mean, that's fine.
So, because of that, we have to, like, go off of some of the other things, like games they've played, their description of themselves, things that they like that would probably be very similar, that would, like, inspire them to, like, train, if anything, for whatever side they're fighting for. So. Also, Conan. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking for this Stuff Seas. They're also very cute looking, cutesy looking. That's definitely their big appeal, kind of like Bells, although Bells is more silly, goofy, comedic, and this one's cutesy. I would say probably not soldier material, if anything. Would crumble under the weight if put in that position. I'm gonna put them in Civ Evac. Because what happens in, like, the image is, like, while this war is going on, there are people trying to get away from the population zones to at least try and keep them out of the upfront conflict. So that's what Civ Evac is. People that get taken away from the main fighting while the main fighting happens. Which, to be fair, most people in the Civ Evac don't really believe they're gonna fucking live, but, you know, maybe the moon changing up on you isn't that terrible. With that being said, though, I think Civ Evac is well thought. I think it works for the purpose of this. We have 3V. I've got to get their Twitch.tv. Twitch.gg. Interesting. Ah. That doesn't work. Okay. Well, ain't that interesting? Wonder what that link was about. They do software and game development. Okay. And Among Us. Interesting. Okay. Well, let me get their Twitch up, because that's cool as shit. They have, like, a code battle? Yeah, Elite Code Battle. So real? So... go ahead and take this split shot image off the screen, by the way. From earlier when we were talking about the TV monitor person. I would say... knows technical stuff. Software engineering. I'm really honestly divided on this one. It could be anything. It could be any tier. This is the person, by the way, 3T. Let's read up their lore more. Because they attached lore. basically, during one of the times they got taken by the wind, all the Sparta, where Randy Fox ate it. Interesting. A warrior.
You know, I do kind of want to point something out here. I haven't wanted to point this out the entire stream, but I feel bad for having to point it out now. But so far, we haven't put anyone in fights with a bad tier. And I don't want to say this is because we're scared of putting anyone in the bad tier.
I was about to address this. Purple.
Like if
Purple hair coloring and Fox. I don't know why, but generally speaking, purple is a color associated with the evil in this universe, so...
We're stretching that hard, aren't we?
We're stretching a little bit. Because this person definitely seems ambiguous. Ambiguous. And I feel like they have the makings of someone that, like, the Cult of Lilac would definitely, like, hop aboard on and say, you know, which, by the way, Cult of Lilac centered around this person, here.
Also, aren't there, like, on the bad side, there's a lot of people who will manipulate you into thinking you're doing the right thing?
There's also people who, and that's why we're gonna go back and we're gonna think about this later. However, I'm thinking probably bad soldier, or like really technical, like a very technical henchman. So like inching towards side characters. Next up, we have... Oh shit, I also didn't address them, so I'm gonna give them a timestamp of about 57 minutes. I'm super bad. You're gonna have to remind me on every PNG. MIDI. Alright, 59:45. So this person that's up next is Maria Nebulae. I'm trying to think here. Some pre-thoughts. Very colorful, first off. The design's pretty. Very much so Vocaloid core, I would say. Giving Vocaloid core.
I mean, how it kind of looks like a performer outfit.
Yes, looks like a performer outfit. Very complex. Some very interesting choices in fashion that definitely give off punk. Glam punk, almost even. So.
Who said you couldn't be drippy during the apocalypse?
Who said you couldn't be drippy during the apocalypse? No one, apparently, because, you know, these two. But they're also... Okay. Alright. We have an interesting... The first. I'm surprised it's taken us this long to get to someone who Oh, you know what? Atoshi also liked Honkai Star Rail and stuff. We'll consider that when we get back to them later, when we review this. But a Honkai Star Rail fan, like, the first tweet is a retweet of a Honkai Star Rail announcement. Let's see. Yeah, and the other... One of the few things they played recently was... Genshin Impact. So, I'm thinking... I'm probably thinking that we're gonna be going with... I want to say good soldier. But I also want to say could be bad. It's always the complex designs that really get the bad side as well. They tend to have overly glamorized outfits. So I'm thinking that, but we'll revisit, like I keep saying, we'll revisit this. And, did we already shout out Maria Nebulae? No, we did not. Let me go ahead and give them a shout out if I can find their Twitch.
You can't count on me to remember this for you. I can't even remember most things for myself.
That's all good. And we're gonna, like, take a moment after this so I can shout out the next person after Maria Nebulae. Just to say that while we wait for this banner to end, and then for our time to recharge for a bit, if you are enjoying this stream and you want to help support me in future endeavors, I have a current follow goal for 300 followers, and we're at 292 right now. We just need 8 more followers. So, if you're not yet following, you're enjoying what I'm doing here, you want to see me do more crazy good things like this, then consider dropping me a follow if you haven't yet. It greatly supports me. I greatly appreciate it a ton. And it is just awesome. The colorful shoutouts. I do love how, like, Twitch has different names if you look at it on mobile. On my, like, source on, OBS of chat, it doesn't show it, but, like, you know, in, like, my phone's chat, it's showing it. So, I'm really a big fan of it. Let me see if I can shout out the next person, or if we're gonna have to be here for another minute or two. So far, so good, though, on, like, tier listing. Again, shorter stream just because I didn't get as many people, like for the tier list part, because these tier lists do rely on a lot of people. Like, I probably would have had to cancel it if we didn't get this many, because it wouldn't have been good. But let's see, can I shout this person out? Oh my god, I gotta wait another few seconds to shout them out. Wait for that timer to reach that. Ad break in 49, if you don't want to miss this while it's live. 1 minute 5, or 1 hour 5 minutes. And we'll go back to Cinnabon, I swear. I made an oopsie to forget it, but you know. Ice cream, true. Minnie, you should make both of us like ice cream bowls or something. Like little ice cream things. Sure. Yeah. So this is Derpaholic that we're going to be doing. Derpaholic? Derpaholic. The person I just shouted out and took a minute to conversate about. So that way you guys could have some cooldown and then maybe we can get Cinnafon shout out. But they have a very interesting design. I don't see a watermark on here, so I can't say who the artist is, but they're Derpaholic, first off, is a nice person. Some of these people are new around here, and I need to, like, go hang out with them after this, because a lot of these people have cool designs, and sound like they'd be fun to be around. But, like Sarah and Cinna's a bit newer, but Cinna and Atoshi and Omega are familiar faces. Derpaholic, while not too much a familiar face on the channel, is a Minecraft server member from the Stars Guys SMP. It was very cool to have them around, which, by the way, again, eventually I'm gonna let that come back. Add GBJ, by the way. Add GBJ. But they're a Canadian. They're a variety streamer and a country YouTuber. Good soldier? Entirely, yes, yes. Welcome in, Omega, to the streamies. Yeah, Derpaholic is this person. I would say probably Based on looks. Let's go to their Twitch. I don't know if I got to shout out Cinephon. Okay. Shout out Cinephon from earlier. Hi, Omega. Okay. They play a lot of Minecraft. For what it looks like in their recently streamed categories. They might not have streamed in a while. No, it also shows like they play Demonologist, but also they play a lot of hardcore Minecraft. They're a crafter at heart, which honestly I respect it. Hardcore. So let's see. Taking the game choice into consideration, the design looking pretty. Very technologically. I'm gonna say probably a good soldier. Probably SBD soldier. You know what? No. That chair's back down there. Good. Normal soldier. We're gonna have space balance department in here. Because I feel like we need that tier back. We need that tier back. So there's that. Let's see. Next up, we have let's see. Let me look through the tweets, the replies. We have Grave. Hey, we got whipped cream if you want to put on some on both of them, and some cherries. Yep, whipped cream is in the fridge, and so is cherries. Haha, silly.
Sorry if the model messes up, by the
Twitch
way.
kills my mobile data. Oh, I get it. Hope you have a wonderful time. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful time off stream too. Omega.
Can you open this for me?
What's the jar of cherries that's already been opened?
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh my goodness, baby. It's okay. Okay. Let me pull up Grave up here.
That's really loud, isn't it?
It's fine. Everyone in chat knows we're making Sundays and stuff for the funsies of it. Getting cozied in, and then we'll play Minecraft or something. We might play Cave Dweller after this, actually. Let me give a timestamp. 1:10:50. Might play Cave Dweller after this, or something similar, like From the Fog. But yeah, this is Grave. They wrote, in 2019, me and my friends had a writing project, basically got sucked into they got sucked into Ruby. Interesting. I've heard things about Ruby. I don't know what Ruby is, but
It's a show.
they've been in like the unpopular but relevant media for a long time.
That's for good reason. It's a good show. Well, I only watched like the first 2 seasons of it because that's all that was on Netflix. But it was really good. I watched it.
I kept Grave. The story was good. Then you discontinued it, but you kept Grave because, well, he's me, just better. Okay. So based on what you know about Ruby, what would you say the Ruby universe treats its like main characters like? Are they magical?
So basically, the premise of Ruby from like the first season is like there's this academy that like students go to. And bear with me, guys. I watched this like years ago. And they're all like these super like they're like all going to school to be hunters and stuff with like these dark beasts that are like super strong. And a lot of them have their own weapons. Like some of them build them. There's like some really cool ones. Like for example, the main character has a scythe and a rifle put together, which is interesting.
Oh, so that explains this kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of them have like weapons that are like 2-in-1s, for example, used for hunting and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually characters when you first have to meet them.
God damn it. Can you give me a napkin? Cherry juice from the lid on my legs. Chat. The cherry jar lid strikes with its evilness. The nightmare evil.
Evil cherry jar.
Evil fucked up cherry jar. It's like the fucking from like the cartoon like battles, like fucking like evil Cartoon Network. From like the cartoon death battles.
Cartoon battles. Goku versus evil cherry jar.
Evil cherry jar. Okay, so taking that into account, and also the sick ass art. Side character. But evil. But evil. Because they seem to have a very clear-cut motivation of accomplishing something, and the darkness factions in this world, this sort of world building, not world, it's fucking universes of like places, but in this world building, the darkness loves to take advantage of people who are goal driven and say, well, with us, you can obtain this goal. So I'm going to say fight side characters evil, because I see someone that I definitely think could be our fight's main character's evil. Because they have a tendency to be very importantly powerful. Also, this sick-ass artwork... Oh, no, different. Okay, that's not the person who made this. Okay. That's who made the character. We got 3 more Twitter submissions. One person deleted their Twitter account between when they posted and when now, but I still have them. So, we're still gonna have them. But I'm gonna skip them, and we're gonna come back. This next person is Ibino or Beanie. Okay. That works better. I don't have to slaughter their name constantly. Like, Ibino. Herstein languages. Alright, so that's this person right here. They wrote, a bit of an eerie, not-so-good nun who lives in a bunker with her little cult. Cult very interesting. Called the Bunker Cult. Very interesting. As I noted, Cult of Lilac. This, this little dubious creature. Also, I need to be shouting out these people. I've got one person to shout out already that's in the backlog again. That person, we talked about the Ruby person. Oh god. We'll get him shout out soon.
Shout out backlog?
I guess. I think it's mostly a common courtesy to shout people out when you do these sort of streams. Remember, they come up on the tier list. So you know who they are? But... I'm thinking... Nun design. Probable cult. Cult of magic? Cult of fools. Cult of magic, probably. Cults tend to form around magical things in this universe because they do exist, provably. So anything that's typically a cult of fools, unless it's a really low-tier civilization in terms of, like, development as, like, a race, or, like, just a collective planet or solar system, generally speaking, unless they're at the lowest end, like, us in real life types of things, or even, like, 1900s. Or before, those are the people who come up with religions that are technically in dubious territories of whether they're fully accurate or not. Like, I won't name any because I don't want to get into controversy, but a lot of religions in this world are contested because these things don't exist, you know, entirely right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, cults tend to form around magic stuff in general.
Cults tend to form around magic shit in general. Let me go ahead and shout out Graveprowler. Also, they played a Ruby game recently. It's in their highlights on Twitch. This person from before, Graveprowler. God damn it, I gotta wait another 15 seconds. So that being said about Beanie here. Cult seems to be evil aligned based on the theming that's on their profile. Very dark, grim. I almost want to say evil. Honestly, I want to say evil side character, but not even like a henchman type side character. This is like another faction that showed up during this, but is fighting alongside the evil technically for a common goal before they probably fucking dispute it out later. They have a tend to fight. The dark forces and light forces in these universes tend to have some beef with each other.
I'm still saying that that's also just how it works in general.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, fight side characters are evil. We're almost done with Twitter. I'm gonna let this shout out run out and then give us stalled time to get back on our feet with it. Oh, I fucking love this song. It's really hard, but it's like... I'll teach you later how to snap, don't you worry. It took me 18 years to figure out how to do it, so... don't worry, your little head. This song actually used to be the outro to my YouTube videos, but we have phased it out temporarily until later on. Because, I guess much like a TV show that gets more lore-intensive towards the end, something like Regular Show or Adventure Time or like something of similar nature, the outros of my YouTube videos have been hinting at some stuff that's coming up at the beginning of next year. So, I just looked over at fucking Mitty, who just gave me a shook their head, yes. Nodded their head. Shook implies no. Like they don't understand.
Oh, I was gonna say that I was...
Oh, my mouse fucking cursor is gone. What?
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 Where did it go?
Why is my mouse cursor gone? Chat? Disable my fucking mouse. Re-enable this fucking mouse.
This fucking...
Chat, this is bad. Oh my god. Hold on.
I'll look it up.
How to bring back mouse cursor, Windows 10? Okay, well, I just maximized a window. Chat, this is really fucking bad. Holy shit.
So they're basically saying, restart your computer, check for updates, run
Which is
built-in
updated?
device, run built-in device troubleshooter, check if the device was disabled, check your driver is...
Oh my god, no, not Microsoft Edge. Window R, type in this.
Control Alt Delete to just trigger the screen.
Control Alt Delete.
Yes. There you go.
Mouse is back! Oh my god! Crazy! Talk about a way to stall for time.
Okay, we weren't actually stalling though. The mouse genuinely
This mouse genuinely fucking died.
So just remember, guys, if your mouse cursor disappears, Control Alt Delete.
Alright. This is Yohua. I don't know if they have a Twitch. Doesn't seem to be findable. No, doesn't seem to be findable. They might be more of a VTuber fan. They are the spawn of a Lovecraftian entity. But they're a little fucking crab.
Oh, sure.
I don't know where to put you. I'm almost tempted to put this person into the parishes immediately based on
No.
this form.
No.
They're a little crab.
The little crabs have a chance to survive. They're not going out there and crushing all the little crabs.
If they'd submitted the Lovecraftian entity-looking creature, probably would have been at the very top, but unfortunately, this is where this person resigns.
No.
I have the unfortunate job of telling them that that is where I think they would fit in this form. Again, this form, not any other form, just as a crab. I am so sorry, MIDI PNG. My beloved and the artist here. Alright. Next person and last on Twitter. This is Horizon. I see. Interesting. Their bio said his favorite Dimensionite raccoon, visiting the cyberspace from a version of the future to see where everything went wrong. Interesting. That's, by the way, this raccoon person. Very interesting, actually. I want to say that this is giving off I know we said something. Okay. We're gonna make our first shuffle up. Earlier, we made a stretch about this person here, the VR chat person, the VRC person. So I've moved them to good normal soldier. I've moved Omega to space balance department, and I put this new person into bad soldier. In the same sense as the other person here. Now, let me explain that. Unlike earlier where we said twinge of purple, this is entirely purple theming. This is theming that only evil characters have. Here. A lot of evil henchmen kind of look like this, if anything.
I still think it's kind of a stretch to give anyone who's purple hair the automatic.
Also, the outfit. I think if you rolled this down, this almost kind of looks like, from like this shading, could be combat attire. I'm thinking probably would be one of the higher ranking dark magic users. If anything. I know, like, it seems like a stretch anytime I bring up the color, but I swear, this isn't me on a whim. This is, like, me genuinely saying, like, dude, this color is responsible for so much fucking evil in this universe.
Banning the color purple.
Banning the color purple would have probably worked out well for this fucking... this multiverse. just like but of course the evil had already spread.
This universe would be horrible for people who are just normal people, but who revolve their entire lives around talking about people. There's plenty of people I've met who are like that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, chat, we have 4 people here. We're going to go through... these are people that DM'd me in some fashion, for some amount of reasons. We're going to go through them. First, we have Arcadia. I mean, most of you know Arcadia, but I will still give them a glorious shout-out. Arcadia VT. This person seems to be a chaotic and malicious dragon person. Likes hoarding gold and riches and taking powerful good figures of royalty. Classic dragon stuff. But they're also a dragon, and at least in prior revisions of this lore, and probably still in revisions of this lore to an extent, they are considered very powerful. Very powerful. I would put them up there with main characters' evil levels, honestly. They seem capable of fighting alongside the evil characters for the chaos to win, and using their dragon abilities to carry out major battle and major destruction. I want to say... Oh, I also gotta DM them the time stamp. Probably 129. 128.30. 128.30. It's better. $128.30. I gotta DM these people, so it's a little harder because I gotta find them on Discord, which I probably should have signed in on Twitter, but it's okay. But yeah, that's like our fight's main character's evil representation for our distribution. And for the most part, our distribution is looking good. And I think I'm about to help balance out the character distribution. We have... You know, we're gonna move Space Balance Department up 1. We have, next up on just the tier list order, Dark Enforcer, or Darken. Don't know much about their lore, but they're like, sort of like another hybrid, as we called them, hybrids. And I would say, based on the vibe of them, side characters good. We have hybrids that kind of resemble this look, that fight for the good, and I feel like they give off side character energy. We don't have much to go off of, but we're gonna use that. Unfortunately, they are actually... Firstly... Do they have a Twitch that I can shout out? Might be good if they do. They don't. Okay. Yeah, they pretty much stopped their streaming activities, so I would shut them up if I could. Alright, we've got... This person was actually a bit of a curveball. I actually have not spoken much to them, and I haven't looked much into them, but their name is Mythos. They were from the YOUR VTubers server, where I listed up this collab opportunity to be on stream. They have not streamed before, I don't think, actually, which will make this very interesting. They have a TikTok. Let's extend ourselves to TikTok. Do they have any shorts of their own on their page? Yeah? Okay. They've got stuff about things like Little Nightmares on here. Okay. Dark Enforcer. Oh my god. Okay, we can shout out Dark Enforcer here in just a minute. Thank you, Darkin, for following. Welcome in, Darkin. Lovely having you. Oh, shit. Are we not showing the... Oh, because it opened up in that tab. Oh, no, it's all good, Darkin. Yeah. Okay. Mythos? I'm almost, like, thinking... Firstly, I gotta give them a timestamp of, like, 1:32:30. Ish. I am thinking probably... Because this is gonna throw off the curve. But... I guess Civ Evac probably fits best. Don't know. Well... Civ Evac. Don't get fighter vibes from them. You would fight side characters. You would. Slash positive, of course. Anyways, we are, let's snooze ad breaks because we're so close to the end. Alright, we got one more person. This person's a special person. Ooh. Open image and new tab, maybe? Can I do that? I can do that off of Discord from our conversations. Let me show you. Wait. Okay, I have that shitpost. This is what you would look like if you were retro. This is V. Critter Cleanse's new character. Very cool looking. The Critter Clowns, awesome. They've done a lot of art for the channel. They did the most recent PNG tuber, and again the most recent PNG tuber, since they are the one that's responsible for what you guys are going to see on Halloween. They made the PNG tuber you'll see then. I'm super excited for that, by the way. It's going to be great. I'm going to talk about more of it after Saturday, but it's going to be like a redo of last year, and it's going to be way better. I got to start contacting people about reading creepypastas this year. But I don't actually know too much about this character. They said that there's no lore for him yet. They are just a dude. They're just a dude. Just a dude. 134. Let me say 134. To them. Hopefully I haven't gotten the pronouns wrong. I'm on anyone. Hopefully not. I'm thinking probably not Civ. I don't get Civ vibes. CritterCons has a lot of circusy theming. Very circus core. I mean, their Discord is literally called the Critter Circus. So, taking the branding into account, I think SBD works because they also tend to go for more athletic people as well as creative minds. And I feel like they have a creative mind that would help them out in this sort of situation. I also just don't get civilian or evil vibes from them. And I feel like normal soldier is not fitting when compared up to the others. Like, with this being the last character, this is compared to every other position as if it were set in stone. Which might be, since the rebalance we did earlier made me pretty satisfied. I think V replied to me, oh, they're fucking on their way? They're on their way. V, like Control V. Control C, Control V. Haha, get it? Haha. Cool name. Honestly, V is such a fucking awesome name. Just fucking name yourself a letter. It's badass. The confidence that is required to name yourself a letter. Okay. So we have these top 2 tiers I'm satisfied with on their power rankings. Side characters I'm satisfied with as they stand. I think I'm okay with the bottom tiers. It's just the 3 middle tiers. But I feel like I've gotten it pretty down. I think I've gotten to a pretty happy place. So this is the thing. Add rule above called tier maker logo for whenever I do this. This fucking tier maker logo, dudes. Square images? Yeah, square images. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna download this here in just a minute. But I think this is about good. I'm very happy with how this looks. So, thank you to everyone who submitted. I think I've shouted out everyone that I can. If I missed you, I'm so very sorry if I missed you on the shout out list. But I had a ton of fun. We're not going to end the fun here. I've still got ice cream and I've still got energy to do some gaming after this. But I also want to post this after stream, so I'm going to download it and probably put it in its own tab.
I have a tier list.
Oh, we don't need tier maker logo. Okay. Delete row. We don't need tier maker tier list. Or logo. I don't know. Tier maker used to put fucking watermarks. I guess they don't anymore.
Because so many people just have tier maker logo too.
Like me. Because it was so easy to just do that and then crop it. Without issue. Critter clowns!
Is there a way you can just share that tier list like empty?
The critter clowns. Sure, and we'll let Mitty have it. Well, actually,
Various
I didn't.
purposes.
I'll let you make one afterwards. I made it as a single use.
Oh, true.
Because I didn't want it to be public. So I will let you have the tier list. When we're done here. But yeah, I'm very excited to get this. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be playing Five Nights Tower Defense. DJ, I'm so sorry.
You should.
I could. You guys want Five Nights Tower Defense? We could.